This is Talkin Rock. Talkin Rock. Your backstage pass to some of your favorite rock artists. Here's your host, Meltdown.
Well, the guys from Mac Saturn are back. I had a chance to talk with them earlier this week. You can watch that conversation at WRIF.com or on YouTube or whatever the case is. But yeah, these guys have had a little bit of a tough go. They're ready to go, ready to kick things off and get things moving. Then the pandemic hit. Then they kind of, they weighed their time through that. Ready to go again, ready to kick things off, and just mere hours before taking the stage here in Detroit, their keyboardist at the time was arrested and charged with child pornography. You can check out that whole story, online if you so desire. We talk about it a little bit in this, the state of the band, how they're trying to reform and regroup and get back on this horse again. And it was kind of something tricky to balance, but the guys were cool about it. And like I said, it's as far as I understand too, that keyboard player was like kind of a hard gun, wasn't even really truly in the band. So now I don't know if they even have a keyboard player, but just a gritty, bluesy, some elements of pop band as well. Just an awesome band. July 15th, they're going to be playing at St. Andrews Hall here in Detroit, so I'm looking forward to getting out there and seeing them live for the first time. It's the guys from Mac Saturn today on Talkin Rock. Man, it's been a couple years since I've seen you guys. Welcome back, the guys from Mac Saturn. Good to see you again.
Glad to be back. Thanks for having us. We love you.
You guys played a couple shows recently, correct? You guys have been out playing some shows here and there, just smaller venues, though, correct?
Yeah, about 200 to 300 size rooms, and we're definitely having a lot of fun in them.
Yeah.
We just got back.
I'm sorry. Say again, Angelo. I'm sorry.
We just got back from the road. We did about 7 or 8 shows, in the different region. We went down to Nashville, we did Charlotte, we did the East Coast and
Boston, Brooklyn.
Getting ready to do this region next.
Yeah, St. Andrews Hall coming up here in just a little bit. So I'll just throw this out there at you guys. How's the state of the band? What's going on?
Well, it's been one hell of a year and a half, I'd say. We've spent a lot of time together, We've been brought closer as brothers, and we've been doing a lot of writing. We've got a lot of new songs that we're trying out on stage, as well as the songs from Hard to Sell that we still love playing. And we're just trying to push our sound, push ourselves, and push each other to be the best we can be. And we're excited to bring that back to people. But it's been quite a year, guys, for real.
Yeah, we've just been, working behind the scenes.
Yeah. Ian, what do you got?
Oh, man. I mean, we've just been writing nonstop, really. It's been such a terrific period for really being inspired by our audience. Really plotting, what we want to come back with, what kind of direction we want to come back with, and we're just super psyched with how it's going so far. The shows have really given us a really great opportunity to take the temperature on what songs are kind of, going to be some of our stronger ones and some that we might want to take back into the lab and tinker with a little bit, but we're just psyched, man.
Mike, you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. It really helps living with each other.
Yeah,
that's the best part. I mean, through all this time, we've been able to just live with each other, be best friends, and write cool songs in the process, and go through everything together. And it's been beautiful. So to be at this point playing these shows right now feels good. Glad to be there.
It's kind of weird because, there was a time, I think, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, were you guys ready to go with something before the pandemic? Was that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was the drummer at the time.
Yeah. Okay.
We were ready to go. And then the pandemic hit, and they decided they wanted a new drummer. And I was distraught and depressed for a while. But then we picked up Angelo, and Mike actually came on at the same point. So it was kind of a whole change we went through right at the time of the lockdown, and we spent a year playing together in that way, and for me to learn to not be a drummer anymore and to sing and dance. And I got the dancing down before I got the singing down, but thank God I figured the singing part out.
So it's kind of funny because you guys have literally had you guys have had to start from scratch twice now.
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy to think.
Mm-hmm.
No GMO, no MSG, all scratch, stock ingredients, fresh organic stuff. You cannot fake this.
Yeah.
It's exciting. I mean, it's an exciting time for us right now. Like you said, we're playing these 200 size rooms. We're playing to these crowds that are extremely engaged, and we get to engage with every single person. We kind of lost that a little bit in some of the shows when we opened for Dirty Honey and the Struts, obviously at that level. There's a few people in the back that you can't really make eye contact with. But on these shows we've been playing, we are connecting with every single person in the club. And it's an exciting thing for us. And it really is informing us a lot on the songs that we've been working. And it's all heading and gearing up towards St. Andrews. We've got our eyes on that prize, and we really want to bring it, that day, November 15th, St. Andrews Hall. It's my dad's birthday. There's a lot going on. We got to kill it. We got to do it. So we're excited for that, and we've got our eyes on that target. But it all feels like the first time, but it's also like the first time with all the knowledge that you have. So we're really excited to take different steps than we did last time when we were kind of at this point.
Yeah, well, yeah, you were at this point before. Now it's time to take that step in a new direction, in a bigger direction, I suppose, right? So
Yeah.
you got some stuff. I was talking with Al Sutton. First of all, you guys have worked with him for quite a while, haven't you?
Oh my gosh, since the start.
That's what I thought. Yeah, and I'm just going to say this: he reaps your guys' praises. He loves you guys.
He still does.
Just not to our faces.
Yeah. But what is it like to work with a guy like that over all these years?
Well, I will say, Al is a big part of it, but Marlon Young and Herschel Boone,
right,
the other two guys. Marlon's definitely in the music world and in the guitar world, and me and Herschel definitely lock in on the vocals, and he works with the guys on the backgrounds. He gets these guys to sound like a 35-piece choir on the backgrounds. It's crazy. So I would say it's definitely a team effort, but Al is just so passionate. And he's matured so much since we've even started working with him. And the process that we have with him now, there's so much trust involved, and there's such a free communication that he really lets us bring in ideas and see where they lead to. And, he reaches out to people that he knows and tries to get them involved as well. I mean, we got a song coming out that we were able to work with Paul Reiser on, legendary Motown string arranger. So, he's a big advocate for us. He's put a lot of pieces together, and we're just thankful that we can be on such a creative level with somebody. I mean, it's seriously a big part of the whole formula to have the same guys in the band playing together over time, and then you bring a producer in that's kind of like an extension of the band. It just takes it to the whole other level. I mean, he should have a sense of responsibility for the sound because he's definitely played a big part in it,
Yeah.
And we love it. We love it. We love the sound.
Yeah, that's right. Marlon and Herschel, you're talking about those guys, obviously schooled musicians. It's funny because I just celebrated my 30th anniversary here in Detroit. And it's like when I first came here, it was all about the big three. But then the longer I was here, I'm like, it's all about the music. For each of you guys, when you go around to different cities and stuff, how important is it that you're from Detroit? Ian, I'll start with you.
Oh man, as a bass player, especially, I mean, there's just such a rich history, and going around the country and just trying to play my best and keep that flag held high of there's a certain responsibility and a certain amount of quality to uphold, and I take that very, very seriously, man. It's such a it's a privilege to be a part of this music scene in Detroit and take that music on the road.
Yeah, even if you look like you should be in a Cheech and Chong movie. I'm just giving you a hard time. Mike, what do you say?
We're so proud of Detroit, and it's such a cool conversation starter too, because we are repping it as much as we possibly can. So I think a lot of people have really cool experiences with something that they love from Detroit. So, and we love talking about that. We were in New Jersey, and some dude started talking. We were getting interviewed and the host started talking about rare earth, and we got in a little tangent on that. And we can just go in these wormholes with people about our big influences that came from here, that all hailed from here, and it's a beautiful thing. And yeah, we love this city, man. It's 30 years though for you. That's special.
Yeah, it's kind of
That's
wild.
cool. Yeah.
But you know what? Like as in Detroit, you guys are pretty much a no frills band, just like Detroit.
Trying. Yeah.
Angelo, what do you
Absolutely.
say?
Yeah, I mean, just the amount of history that has come from here compared to, it seems like anywhere else we go, it's like, when we bring up that we're from Detroit, like Mike said, like everyone's got some kind, some artist that they love that's from Detroit, or some kind of, experience going to a concert in Detroit or something, that just seems to set it apart from everywhere else, even a music city like Nashville, it's like so many of, our friends and, other colleagues, musicians that we know, move down to Nashville. And then, it's like, there's a lot of Detroit root in that city and in other cities as well. And it's just cool to be able to still represent it and still be here and still, we're not giving up on this city ever. This is where the magic happens. And, we take pride in being able to record here still with Al, just have our whole home base be here,
Yeah, like Carson, like Ian said, it's like there is a certain responsibility. I think people, Gene Simmons one time told me they wrote a song about Detroit Rock City. He goes, we were the biggest band to come out of New York, but everybody thought we were from Detroit. He goes, name an arena band from New York, and you can't do it, but you can name about 10 here in Detroit. But Carson, what do you think about representing the D?
Well, I think we wouldn't be who we are without where we are. Always, we're very in tune with our environment, just all the guys in general. And I think a real, true no frills band has to be affected by where they are, And I'm just so thankful that it's this city, because what can be combined in this city, not only music wise, but style wise, vibe wise, energy wise, hustle wise, what you can combine here, you can only do here. It's a one of one place, and it makes us want to be one of one. And as much as I owe everything to the band and the producers and everything, we owe just as much to the city for making us want to be who we are and want to be a Detroit thing. And that's just who we are in this city, is people that are trying to be original and they're trying to hustle, and we are no different. And the musical influence, I think it's so fortunate for a rock band to be from here, because you can hit it hard, but you can also make it silky and groovy and danceable. It doesn't have to be one thing. It can be whatever you want it to be. So that's my biggest takeaway from it. We all get total freedom in that way.
What did you guys take away from the from touring with Dirty Honey and the Struts? Because those are two bands that are like right in your guys' wheelhouse.
Yeah, I think they definitely pushed us to the next level in terms of performing, way we hold ourselves on stage, our body language, and just, I guess, a confidence level of those guys have been doing it for so long, and they have what they do locked down, and they are the best at what they do. And I think it drew a picture for us to be the best that we can be and the most ourselves that we can be, and really put on that star-studded performance and just take somebody on a trip if they come to see you, especially in some of the venues that we played with them. I mean, you really got to step it up and just really knock it out. And we're glad we got those opportunities, when we still keep in touch with both of those bands and love them very much.
Yeah, we're forever bonded with those guys, and they really just taught us how to live life on the road too, and be able to survive the touring lifestyle. And we definitely can't hang partying with either of them, but we tried our absolute hardest. That's for sure.
Well, that is a problem when I seem to be walking by Al's studio a lot, and sometimes he's there, and sometimes I don't walk so straight when I leave. But
yeah, exactly.
But Ian and Mike, what do you guys think about touring with bands like that? Of course, like touring on the road, they teach you things like no crapping in the bus and feet first, right? When you sleep, is that how it works? Those are the rules, right?
Those guys are incredible. They were such professionals in the regard of how they took care of themselves, and then how they also took care of each other. And their team mentality, I thought both of those bands, their team mentality was so strong. That culture that they had was it was amazing. And from that, they also had this incredible show. And I think the show that they put on night after night that we could watch was so inspiring, and we took a little bit of that every single night we got to see them, because you're giving the audience an experience. You're setting up their favorite song, or the song that they came there for, and you're adding even more to that, because you have this live visceral, this sweat, this attitude, this energy, these lights, this whole thing. It was incredible. And to see a band that many times, I mean, if you think about it, we've seen the Struts probably 50 times. We've seen Dirty Honey probably like 30 something times. It's like you really get familiar with the material, and it's cool. And I will always think of John Notto as being one of the incredible guitar players of our time. He has given me so much inspiration over the years, just watching how fearless he can be too, and how he leaves room in every show to channel something and to give the audience something that's right in that moment. And he taps in most times, pretty much every time.
That's interesting. No, he is truly an underrated guitar player in this world, in the rock world, I think. I mean, Dirty Honey, they've had their share of success, but yeah, he definitely should be up there a little bit higher, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's special. He's one of a kind.
Now, you guys are, I know you dropped it, you got the latest single out right now, but are you're dropping an EP next year? Is that right?
Well, we're not exactly sure about an EP or an album.
Okay.
Obviously, that will come, but I think our main focus, especially to start 2026 out, is to just put out as many singles as we can, a month, every 2 months, and just get these songs out so people can start listening to them and come to the show with some substance. So I think it's going to be singles for a while, and then we'll see. Halfway through the year, I'm sure we could compile them into something. But we just want to get music out for now. That's our main goal.
And you mentioned 2026. Are you guys going to be hopping on any tour or anything, or what do you have going on besides dropping singles?
Well, it's in the works. Everything's kind of in the talks right now for next year, and we partnered up with Adam over at Newcastle Management. It's been an incredible ride with them so far. It's just really, really great people, great team, and we really love them so much. And they've already worked so hard for us on getting this 15 date thing together. So it's kind of like a symbiotic thing. They worked hard for us. Now we're on stage working hard for them, and hopefully it's going to set them up and open up more doors for 2026. And I think it already has. So everybody stay tuned for some announcements soon, hopefully for 2026, and we'll be able to hit more cities than what we're hitting now.
Now, for those people that don't know, that management company, their big thing is Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Have any of you seen that show before?
Has anybody
I grew up going to the Palace, seeing that show.
Did you see it? Yeah. So that was a long time ago. Have you seen him like in the last 10 years?
I actually have not.
Yeah.
I mean, that show is incredible. You talk about John Notto, but Joel Hoekstra, Chris Gafford. I mean, the list is endless of great musicians and singers in those bands.
Yeah, and they're actually playing Detroit on my birthday, a couple days after Christmas. So we're planning on going to that show for sure and really getting integrated with that world. We actually, like, when we were on tour with the Struts, they were playing across the street at the arena when we were in Utah, like just by chance, and just getting to see like the 30 plus beautiful tour buses.
Spotless.
And we're just traveling in the van, and we're like, damn, they got 30 tour buses? Like, someday. It's a cool production for sure.
Excited to see it.
Yeah.
So just wrapping things up here, St. Andrews Hall coming up on November 15th. And I don't know, do you guys take this as like a second chance, a new beginning for Mac Saturn?
Absolutely. We couldn't be more thankful. We couldn't be more shaken by just the ride that it's been. And we couldn't feel more of a responsibility to, like we said, put that next foot forward in, a new direction, in our direction. And just to make people happy with the art that we're making and inspire people. I mean, to have a second chance at that, my goodness, come on.
Yeah.
Was there ever a chance that did it ever go through your mind that you guys might not play again, or was that
Yes.
just in your mind, or was it just
Yes.
always?
Yes.
Yeah.
We thought every thought you could think,
Yeah.
every thought you could think, we thought. But we had each other. We talked about it,
Yeah.
and we got each other through it. And that's why we're so much closer now. And I feel like we're able to communicate on a much more direct level, especially with the fans on stage in these last 6 shows. It's just felt so good. So good.
And I think, it's really showing how grateful all of us are to even be there and be playing in front of anyone. It really gave us that perspective of, everything you love to do and everything you worked hard to do could, be taken away at any point. And, we don't take that for granted. And we're just so stoked and so grateful to be able to, do this again and be able to be on that St. Andrews Hall stage again. And, we're definitely going to make it worth anyone who has stuck with us. Like, we're going to make it worth it,
Yeah. Mike, Ian, what do you guys think? There's every chance you get to step on stage now, it probably feels a little bit different.
Yeah, we turn it up.
Yeah.
We do. We know that we have a responsibility. It's special. We wouldn't. I mean, knowing what that feels like, to know that okay, this might be our last show. Like, you never lose touch of that feeling, and you want to make sure that you treat the stage in the holiest of manners, the highest respect, because that is a sacred place. And for us to be able to go and play these new songs that are so purpose driven and that means so much to us, and that cured us, that brought us together more than anything, for us to have a stage to do that on, it's special. I wouldn't, just so grateful for it, really.
How many new songs are you guys playing out in the show? I saw the other day you guys ended with your latest single. By the way, talk about that single, because it's gritty. It's got some cool piano in it. I only had a chance to listen to it a couple times. I've been pretty busy, but it's like, tell me about that song.
Well, it came together really quick. I think it was the most natural one to come together, and that's why it was recorded and finished pretty much first, and that's why it's out now. I mean, it was just so automatic for us to write a song like that. And then you put the lyrics on top of it, talking about, something that applies to us all, sticking with something. If you really want something, you got to stick with it no matter what comes. I mean, come on, who can't resonate with that? And that's just coming from our experience with life, So to write from that experience of going through something and trying to help other people and yourself through it by a song, I mean, that was just, it felt like it came out of us so naturally, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been, a fan favorite at the shows, and it's a great set closer, because it's just like the message, is straightforward, and we really send it rocking out at the end, and it's just a good send off song.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been doing like about half and half, new songs and old songs.
A lot of new songs. We're trying on a lot of new stuff.
We have like 50 new songs or more at all times.
The sickness we have.
So yeah, just trying to figure out which ones are the cream of the crop and which ones are the next ones to be released, and the ones that people are resonating with the most. So that's, it's been awesome, and we haven't heard any complaints about like you need to play more old songs or whatever. So people have been really digging the new stuff, and I mean, most of all, we're digging it, and that's I think what translates to the people, is that we're having a good time doing it.
The fans are already claiming certain ones as their new favorites too, which is exciting to us. It's like maybe they stole a set list or saw a set list, but it's like, how do you already know the names of these? It's crazy. I love it.
Well, I saw somebody put the whole show on from the October 26th. It had all the songs on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Ah.
That was on YouTube.
I like that. I love that.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. So
that's a part of it too. People put stuff on YouTube and people can watch it, even if it's not out, a song, and they can hear a clip of it through somebody's recording, and maybe they learn it that way. I love that. People did that with Cadillac and Diamonds and stuff. So we love that.
Yeah,
Like they kind of create the lore too, and that's always exciting as well. Like we would have songs that I remember in the past, like we would have songs that weren't even released, but people would know every lyric. I'm like, how do you know this song? They're like, oh, we watch you guys' shows on YouTube all the time. It's cool.
Yeah, we do live in a different time than when I was your guys' age, and when I was a kid too. It's like we're talking about Gene Simmons. It's like you thought that guy was from a different planet, but nowadays everything is kind of exposed. Well, St. Andrews Hall on November 15th, Mac Saturn makes their triumphant return to the Motor City, and we'll look for some cool stuff coming up in 2026. Thank you guys so much for taking some time with me.
Thank you.
Thanks
we love
for having
you.
us.
Always love coming on with you. We appreciate you, and keep rocking. Do 30 years. Come on.
Mm-hmm. A true legend.
Legend.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Meltdown. Thank you.
Really happy for the guys to be back. I mean, hopefully third time's a charm, right? These guys deserve it for sure. Got to thank Carson, Mike, Ian, and Angie for checking in with me. Like I said, you can watch that interview at WRIF.com and watch it on YouTube and whatever else, wherever else it might be. I'm not exactly sure. They put them on all sorts of different services. So anyways, thank you so much for checking out the podcast. I don't know where the guy with the deep voice is today to wrap up the podcast, but I'm just going to say it. Thank you for listening. 5-star reviews are welcome, of course. It helps to spread the word of Talkin Rock with Meltdown. Until we do it again next time.
Black Friday, wow, shop, Wayfair now, month-long big deals, yeah, these are steals. 70% less money spent.
You can't go wrong, check out the song. Festive decor, Black Friday scores.
Garlands and trees,
Saving with ease. Lights for your house, lamps for your spouse.
save at Wayfair.
On dining chairs, mattresses too, sheets that are due. Everything home, these things in chrome. Here's a quick plug, area rugs, fast shipping, wow, Wayfair is how.
Win the season, win the season.